Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Breaking his silence, the first male accuser to talk about the Larry Nassar sexual abuse that he endured is telling his story for the first time. Plus, a carjacking attempt caught on camera. He never got away with the car and will now spend up to 20 years behind bars for the crime. Brandon?
4 Live radar showing some dry conditions here, while more snowy weather that you can wear coming up.
But first at noon, we want to start with breaking news out of West Virginia as the statewide teacher strike has ended after 9 days of demonstrations. The result, all state employees will get a 5% bump, which is the amount the teachers were originally pushing for. While the legislators are reportedly on board, the deal still needs to be officially ratified. Well, we are dealing with a little bit of snow here in Metro Detroit. Meteorologist Brandon Ruud joining me now, and you told us we were going to get it. I just was hoping that you would be wrong for the first time.
It is not, you know, a crippling snow.
No.
It's a nuisance kind of a snow. There may be some areas and some times here as we move forward that it gets a little bit steadier and heavier, but it's a nuisance kind of a snow. Could make roads just a little bit slippery, and numbers are up 35 degrees at Metro Airport. It's still 31 Pontiac, 32 Port Huron, 36 down in Monroe, and 35 out in Ann Arbor. 32 your temperature right now in over in Howell. So here's a look at some of the snow that came through. Still a little bit of light stuff headed south to north in our far north zone, but the wide view does show more snowy chances still to come, and on the sort of warmer southern portion of this starting to turn over to a little bit of rain. So the snow is ending. It should be dry here until about 6 p.m. and then snow showers coming back in tonight from this system here. Maybe a little bit of sleet to begin with, but from tonight, overnight, and into tomorrow, snow totals aren't very impressive. Nuisance type snows, Evrod, but there are more snow shower chances in the days ahead.
All righty, Brandon, thank you. New at noon. You might remember seeing this chilling video of an attempted carjacking. Earl Joseph Larche, the man seen in that video trying to steal a woman's car at a BP gas station in Allen Park, was sentenced today on carjacking charges after pleading guilty back on February 20th. Well, as our Nick Monticelli reports this afternoon, the kicker is, even though he never got away with the car, he could spend up to 20 years for the crime. Good afternoon, Nick.
Good afternoon. This is almost a tale of two different pieces of video. The first is what he looked like in court this morning during his sentencing, but the second is what most of you may remember him by, that carjacking in Allen Park where the gas pump got ripped apart and the victim jumped in.
The only good thing that can be said about this case is that she wasn't physically injured, but how do we put a number on her peace of mind? How do we put a number on the fact that she's going to be constantly looking over her shoulders for the rest of her life?
The prosecutor in this case, in a way, stood in for the victim who was not in court, making sure the judge and Eric Larch knew the long-term damage he has caused. In October, the victim was pumping gas at a BP station in Allen Park when Larch jumped into her car and took off, but not before the victim jumped in too. What's strange is Larch made a U-turn in the parking lot and briefly got caught next to a gas tanker. That tanker driver helped by ripping him from the front seat, and Larch took off running. This morning in court, Larch attributed his actions to drugs.
I'd like to apologize to the victim in this, and I've had a long history with drug abuse, and I'm going to be getting myself together while I'm incarcerated.
Larch pled guilty to the carjacking and was sentenced to 4 to 20 years in prison, a long time for a carjacking that lasted less than a minute. So what do you think the judge had to say when Larch blamed this on drug abuse? You'll hear from him coming up on Local 4 News at 5. At the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Alrighty, Nick, thank you for the update. We are working now to learn new information about a story that's been happening on Detroit's east side since this morning. FBI agents have been executing a search warrant at a house on Lakewood Street. That's right near Mack and Chalmers in Detroit. We have seen Detroit police, Michigan State troopers, and FBI agents there at the scene. And a state police spokesperson says that the raid is an FBI operation. Investigators are not saying what the search warrant is seeking, but of course we'll continue to follow any new developments in this story for you. 18-year-old Jacob Graham reportedly said that he was just joking when he posted an image of himself with a weapon on Instagram with a caption referencing a school shooting. But police took that threat very seriously, and they removed Graham from Chippewa Valley High School on Friday. He's in jail under a $150,000 bond and is due in court today, a little bit later, to face charges of a threat of terrorism. And in Clinton Township now, a 14-year-old student was removed from Neil Reed High School yesterday after reportedly making a verbal threat. Now, at this point, the Macomb Intermediate School District is working with law enforcement agencies as they investigate the incident, and so far, no charges have been filed. Well, more than a dozen arrests after violent clashes on MSU's campus outside of the event where white nationalist Richard Spencer delivered a speech yesterday. Police in full riot control gear were dispatched to the scene. This was early Monday afternoon when the supporters and protesters of Richard Spencer started fighting on campus.
America isn't just all about you!
It ain't all about you either, sweetheart.
Well, there you have it. Police ended up arresting both supporters and protesters. Some are facing weapons charges and some are facing disorderly conduct charges. Police in Detroit now are looking for a group of thieves who broke into a local liquor store. This happened around 3 a.m. Monday. It's at A's Liquor Store right on Grand River Avenue. Security video shows 5 men using a black Dodge Avenger to smash into the building. And once inside, the men grabbed everything that they could, including stealing from the ATM. Well, we are following several big stories making headlines across the U.S. and really all across the world, starting with a male accuser speaking out against Larry Nassar. He made his first public statements live on the Today Show. Also, a nation at war, multiple airstrikes in Syria this afternoon, and the Russians are reporting a deadly plane crash in the nation. Also, a frightening moment for New York firefighters that was caught on camera. A Cold War mystery as an ex-Russian spy is found poisoned on a bench, and last-ditch rescue efforts are underway after a deadly avalanche claims at least 6 lives. Plus, tonight at 7, Mayor Mike Duggan is going to be delivering his 2018 State of the City address, and you can join us here on Local 4 to watch it on the air live, or you can stream it on our Click on Detroit mobile app and on clickondetroit.com. We're back in a minute.
If you can't.
So I was looking for evidence that there was some sort of, real medical treatment involving, the chi line between my shoulder and, my groin area. And after I found nothing, I was just shocked.
How old were you when he was doing this?
That is Jacob Moore, one of more than 250 athletes who allege abuse at the hands of Larry Nassar. And he told his story on the Today Show. This marks the first time that a male athlete has accused Nassar of sexual abuse. Moore, currently a freshman gymnast at the University of Michigan, says that he was abused by Larry Nassar when he went to the former doctor for a shoulder injury back when he was just 16 years old. He was speaking to Megyn Kelly when Moore said that as hard as it was to come forward, he knew that he had to do it.
Sometimes things feel uncomfortable. You never really know that something is blatantly wrong.
He's a doctor.
Yeah.
He's a child.
Yeah. He's a doctor and you're a child.
I hope it never happens again. No one should have to go through this. And so, to kind of come out and, try to do the right thing is, that's really important to me.
Nassar is currently in prison serving a 60-year sentence for child pornography, followed by more than 100 years for several counts of criminal sexual abuse. In Britain now, a story is unfolding involving spying, mysterious illnesses, and a suspicion of Russian involvement. Sergei Skripal was convicted in Russia of spying for the UK and later released in a prisoner swap. He and his daughter were found unconscious Sunday on a park bench in a city just west of London. Both are in critical condition after being exposed to an unknown substance. The bench and a nearby restaurant have been quarantined. British authorities say that the incident has the hallmarks of a Russian attack, but the investigation is ongoing. In Syria now, some pretty terrifying moments caught on camera as government troops supported by Russia and Hezbollah ramp up military advances in the city of Ghouta. Military operations have ramped up there in the last few days in the last rebel stronghold in the region. And today, government forces launched airstrikes on the town. CNN cameras positioned outside of the city captured another angle of that same bomb dropped by a plane that local media say was Russian. At this time, NBC News has not been able to independently confirm that. And at the Russian air base the plane allegedly took off from, a deadly crash was reported this morning. The Associated Press reports 32 people were killed in that crash. There's no word yet on the cause. Intense rescue missions underway in the Washington State mountains as at least 6 people have died in avalanches in just the last 10 days. Heavy snow, rain, and temperature swings have made for some unstable conditions in the Cascade Mountains. All 6 people who died were involved in activities known to trigger avalanches. New video released today as 2 snowboarders are pulled from the snow. And the rescue missions do continue this afternoon. So far, there have been 6 confirmed deaths in the last 10 days, which is more than the entire year of 2017. And now to some drama at a California ski resort on Saturday that was captured on video, and thankfully this all ended well. A 5-year-old slipped on a chairlift after it started moving, and she was left dangling from the lift. Well, the resort staff quickly mobilized. They got a tarp with staff holding it beneath the girl, who then let go and fell with her skis on. She landed safely, and from the cheers that you can hear there, she was not hurt. Very, very lucky. And now we're going to get to some breaking news that we're following for you out of Pennsylvania. That's where a train has crashed into a tanker truck. Hazmat crews are out as the truck was transporting some hazardous material. Some injuries have been reported in this scene. All surrounding roads have been closed and nearby residents have been told to evacuate. We are going to continue to follow this story for you as we get more information. All right, so here is a riddle for you. What do Jay Leno, Metro Detroit, and Chinese food have in common? Well, the answer can be found in Garden City, and Brandon is going to tell you all about it coming up on Tasty Tuesday. And it's some really good eating, Brandon.
It is, but enough of the video. No peeking.
Very clever.
35 here. Warmer numbers to our south, but we're going to struggle because the snow must go on, and we'll break it down hour by hour with you, for you, next.
And I don't know how you...
Well, they certainly don't want to brag about it, but today's Tasty Tuesday restaurant has a little bit of a celebrity following.
He said, Jay Leno. I said, well, Jay Leno, are you sure? There's no way. So I look at it, oh, it is him.
Yes, it is. It's Tasty Tuesday, and that was one of the owners of New Peking Chinese restaurant in Garden City, where fresh and unique dishes take a personal touch so that we're all treated like celebrity guests.
Shen Yu and his brother began New Peking Chinese restaurant in Garden City back in 1983.
Peking style part of north part of Chinese food. We stir fry a lot. We use oil first and put the garlic and soy sauce and stir fry.
Everything is fresh, no sauce is pre-made, and nothing hits a hot wok until it's ordered, like the top seller, Bong Bong Chicken.
Cooked like a glazed. No juice, no sauce, anything. Just glazed garlic, spicy. Yeah, crispy.
Shen is no stranger to high-profile guests. He says the big 3 automakers have asked New Peking to cater when Asian royalty or business partners visit Detroit.
He's a Jay Leno.
Jay Leno is a fan, too. His favorite dish? I don't know, dry garlic shrimp.
Lightly breaded shrimp was a big prawn, big shrimp. We lightly breaded, we stir fry with the garlic. So no gravy, no MSG.
Fried rice, lo mein, noodle dishes, and General Tso's chicken are top-notch here, but ancient family secret recipes peak in Peking dishes like the Hunan beef.
Sliced beef with the stir fry like peppers, broccoli, baby corn, mushrooms, bamboo shoot, and then with the house special brown sauce.
Shen recommends mixing meals like a shrimp and beef dish with a good chicken dish for balanced flavor Peking profiles.
Garlic, chicken, stir fry, which is basically cutting chicken with the dice, and then stir fry with the green pepper, onions, mushrooms, bamboo shoot.
Oh, listen, one of the best Chinese experiences that many of us here on the morning show have had. And New Peking is offering you a free egg roll with your order today, but you have to mention Tasty Tuesday. The restaurant is located on Ford Road in Garden City, and they're open now, and they'll be open until 9 p.m. Let's take a look at that forecast, where we're actually seeing a few, speaking of Peking, some peaks of sun trying to poke through there. 35 degrees, winds are calm, and things are decent out there for the rest of the day. Our average highs obviously increase as we get further into winter, closer to spring, so we should be in the low 40s. Instead, looks like upper 30s, maybe a few of you hitting 40 today, but you see just a couple of flakes up in the tip of the thumb. 38 degrees. Dry weather until about 6 o'clock, where we should see some wintry mix changing back over to some light snow. Tail end of the evening commute, I think for most it'll be all right. And some snow showers pushing through in the overnight hours down to 28 degrees. We showed you a model earlier that was conservative and I thought realistic, but part of our problem tracking these models this through tomorrow morning throws a big 5-inch spot down on Howell. I don't think we're going to see this kind of accumulation. I have another model to show you in just a minute, but we have snow out to the west and it is moving slowly east. It will combine with another system, become a big monster nor'easter for our friends and family on the East Coast, but not today. And we wait until tomorrow and Thursday perhaps to see some of the heavier squalls from this. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, some wet weather coming in. You see how it changed back over to that blue or snow, and we have snow showers through tomorrow morning, spotty stuff through the afternoon, and kind of a repeat pattern on Thursday. So again, a different model that is, I think, a lot more realistic, where 2-3 day totals here, we're looking at about an inch or two for those of us closer to Detroit, and those farther north, you have a chance getting a little more than that. Things dry out for us Friday, and Evrod, the weekend is dry. Don't forget Saturday night. Spring forward, you do lose an hour of sleep. Daylight saving time begins.
Oh boy, and somebody's birthday as well, right, Brandon? All right, in Massachusetts, an intense scene involving dozens of police and firefighters had the dramatic rescue mission inside a Boston police station, all caught on camera.
Alton 106. The ability to stop death in its tracks and actually reverse the Grim Reaper is possible with this kit. And when we told you about Wayne County's efforts to get as many of these kits away as possible to qualified, trained Wayne Countyers, we had a huge response. Today at 4 and First at 4, we take you to that actual training.
All right, so finally here at noon, police and firefighters in Massachusetts teamed up to save a choking puppy, and it was all caught on camera.
Yeah, when the owners of Little Bodie's, when the owners arrived at the police station with a dog that couldn't breathe, the heroic officers wasted no time springing into action using a version of the Heimlich maneuver.
So the first couple of compressions weren't really doing anything, and then I tried to squeeze in a little harder, and then I kind of heard a puff of air come out.
Wow. Firefighters then stabilized the pup with an oxygen mask, and it turns out a piece of his lunch just went down the wrong pipe. They did the right thing, Heimlich maneuver on a dog, and saved his life.
Well, and you know, dogs, especially puppies, will wolf down anything, and oftentimes bones and things like that you got to chew first.
Absolutely. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.